Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for a review of the Manfrotto Compact Action Tripod. I have a great big tripod that you're currently sitting on, but I was in the market for a smaller tripod that I could use around the house, put my video camera on and pop it onto the kitchen worktop or onto a shelf or a table and vlog without having to hold the camera, and then hopefully that I could also use when I'm out and about taking photos and I need a tripod for my big DSLR camera. The one that I decided to go with is the Manfrotto Compact Action. I just want to make clear at the beginning of this video that this is not a sponsored video. I was not gifted this item. Manfrotto do not know that I exist. I went to Noel Leeming to buy this tripod and it normally retails for $159, but Harvey Norman had them on sale for $91.80, and so I got Noel Leeming to price match that for me, which they do. If you can find the same item at a lower price at a store that has a bricks and mortar store and it's not just an online store, they will match or beat the price. So I don't have a Harvey Norman near me, so I got Noel Leeming to match the price for me, and I got it for $91.80, and it comes in a box like this. So if you're looking for it in store, that's what you're looking for. Inside the box you will find a bag and the tripod. You can obviously carry it around or store it in this bag. I tend to just strap the tripod onto my camera bag if I'm taking it out and about, and at home I just kind of hang it on a rail. I'll show you how, and I don't tend to use the bag very much. So when I say hang it on a rail, I mean I set the handle like this and then I just hook it onto something and it just hangs there. So this is what the tripod looks like. It's pretty lightweight. I'll put the weight on the screen here. And one of the features that's really important to me in a tripod is that it has a central bar that you can raise and lower, and this one does. It's very easy to adjust your shot if you just want to raise your camera slightly or lower it slightly. I think the head is quite unusual, and so is the tripod plate. So the plate is actually a little knob. That is it. So it comes with a little rubber thingy on the end just to protect the thread of the screw, and then that is it. That screws directly into the bottom of your camera. Just one step, screw that straight in and you're ready to go. You don't have to worry about whether your plate is facing the right way or not, because obviously it's just a round knob. The first thing I do when I buy a new camera is buy a second battery, and the first thing I do when I buy a new tripod is buy a second plate, or in this case the knob. And this is how it came. If you're looking for them in store, it comes in a bag like this, and it was 20 bucks to get a second one. I just like to have the second one for peace of mind. If I ever lose this, I can continue using my tripod while I look for it. I don't have to then wait to go and replace it. And also I can have one on my video camera and one on my photography camera and kind of switch between the two on a tripod if I'm filming and taking photographs and doing that kind of a project. I'm wondering how long it's going to take to lose this little black rubber doodad. I'm very careful with it when I take it off, but invariably I think it's going to go missing at some point. So anyway, once that's screwed onto your camera, you just stick your camera on and fasten that, and it's good to go. If you find that once your camera is on there and this is fastened that it's still a little bit loose up there, you can swivel this knob over here to tighten it up so that your camera doesn't slide around or swivel. I feel like the head on this tripod is quite unique. So you've got this wheel to release or to tighten. So if you release it, the head will then tip up and down and side to side, and you can get it into position and then just swivel this to lock it, and it locks securely. I wouldn't put a super heavy lens on it, but all of the lenses that I've tried on my camera with this have been fine. It's been secure and it hasn't kind of had that drift or tilt that some tripod heads can have. This locks securely and it will stay in place. So the up and down and side to side motion is keeping in mind filming. Those are the two planes that you're going to be moving a film camera in, but for photography you might want to tilt your camera in another direction and do more than just up and down and side to side. So what you would do then is twist this knob here, release that head, and now you can go in all sorts of directions. You can go in every direction possible and then just lock it where you want it. One touch, any direction, any plane that you're moving your tripod in, you can turn it sideways, have your camera that way, and then lock, and you're done. It's so convenient and so easy. As far as the legs go, they are lever releases, which is so much quicker and easier to do than twist releases. They've got good sturdy rubber feet and they extend quite far. I'll have to insert some extra footage to show you just how tall it goes, but I've no complaints about sturdiness and about size when this is up. It is a travel tripod at the end of the day. It's not as sturdy as the tripod that you're currently sitting on. That's not made to travel. It's bigger and it's heavier and therefore it will be more sturdy. But for what it is, I feel like this is pretty sturdy and I've had no complaints using it out and about in windy weather or on the beach. I've used it kind of in woodland conditions and it's been fine for me. I mentioned before that the center bar can raise and lower. Once it gets to the top, there's actually a little button here to press. Don't know if you can see that there. So you can press that and it will release all the way through and you can remove the bar. Oh, there you go. And then you can put it in upside down. So if you're trying to get a shot that's really low to the ground, that's how you would do it. You could extend the legs obviously so your camera isn't actually hitting the ground, and then you would pop your camera onto the bottom there. So it would be upside down, but you can obviously flip it around in post and you can be really close to the ground and get those really low down shots while still having your camera secure and stable on a tripod. I'm not sure what else to add. I'm trying to think of what else to say about this tripod, but it's just a neat basic. I think it's clever, it's well designed, it's good quality, and I would recommend it as a first tripod or as a travel tripod. If you're looking for something to start with, you have nothing at all, you want to be filming videos or going out and taking pictures, I highly recommend this one. I think it's a great little piece of gear for the price. I'm sitting here trying to think of if there are any cons to it. I've mentioned all of the pros and I'm trying to think if there's anything about this that bothers me. The only thing that bothers me is that little rubber knob, that I'm scared of losing that, but that's a minor thing, and even if I did lose it, it's not the end of the world. I just think this is a great piece of kit and I would recommend it. I hope you found this review helpful. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.